Yeah, and as expected, this vote passed along mainly party lines. The final vote 21-12, with one Democrat siding with Republicans in voting no. Now these lawmakers, of course, will be turning their attention to Bill number 2, which will be a likely extension of Connecticut's emergency declaration. Of course, both of these votes come following last week's vote in the House and a 7-hour public hearing.
I'm trying to accomplish my freedom.
Ahead of a vote on the future of masks in school, a group of impassioned students and adults gathered inside the Capitol to keep the pressure on lawmakers.
You have a moral responsibility to stand up for your constituents and your constituents' children.
They came armed with more than 100 student signatures collected over the last 24 hours. The group advocating for parent choice. They say it's their God-given right to breathe freely.
I've been suspended for 3 times for not wearing a mask. I've been trying to go to school without no mask because I want to stand up for my rights and others.
Republicans support parent choice, offering an amendment.
Parents are the ones that are properly situated to make sure that the best interests of their child are protected.
Struck down by Democrats who say it's a community health decision.
In terms of parents deciding, children don't exist in a vacuum. They go to school with other children. And everybody should be concerned about the health of the whole community.
The legislation extends the school mask mandate to February 28th, then letting districts decide if they want to keep it or not, while the Commissioner of Education would retain the authority to reinstate a mandate until June 30th. Also on the agenda, extending Connecticut's state of emergency.
We've been living under executive orders for 2 years.
That is completely counter to reality. The emergency is not over.
All right, so with this mask mandate vote out of the way, now that bill heads to Governor Lamont's desk, where he is, of course, expected to sign it. And now, as we mentioned earlier, lawmakers here turning their attention to Connecticut's likely extension of the emergency declaration, with Democrats saying that it is necessary to extend that emergency in order to preserve tens of millions of dollars in federal funding. Meanwhile, Republicans telling me today that that is just a false narrative, saying that our federal congressional delegation could easily negotiate retaining that money. We're live here outside the Senate chamber in Hartford. Matt Caron, Fox 61 News.